What's up guys? Steve with Black Fly. Hope everybody's doing well. Recently I've been doing some pan fishing, if you guys have been watching my YouTube. And so I need to tie up some more panfish jigs. Now this is just gonna be a quick little crappie jig. It's super easy. And I'm tying this on a 16th ounce. These are called, I'll get that camera to focus, trout magnets. You can pick them up in a pack of 25. I'll link them down below. But the first thing I like to do, guys, is there's a little bait barb. If you can see that against my finger. Get to the flat part of the needle nose and just pinch that down, because we don't need that. Now, if you want to keep that on there for adding live bait or whatever, you can. But that's just how I do it. Sometimes it gets snagged on the thread and chabongos things up. So we're gonna start with just a black unithread. I believe this is a 4/0, and we're just gonna put down. We're just gonna start get my bob in here. Just gonna start put down just a quick little base. And as I've showed you guys before, if you angle your thread up, if you angle your thread at an angle, you'll get nice touching wraps. And I'm only gonna go back to about the hook point and then work my way back. This is just to create a base, so that way the feathers don't slip. Out my guide loon scissors and cut off that tag end. And we're gonna bring our thread back up to the collar. Actually, we're gonna bring our thread back up to just right behind the collar. And we're gonna take some good old cheap Cabela's Marabou and the chartreuse. It's got a little white in it too, but you don't need great materials for crappie jigs and panfish jigs. Fish don't care. And then we're gonna take a chunk of this Marabou, nice and flowy. Ooh. I'm gonna stick it on I'm gonna kind of preen these. The oil from my fingers will help preen these back. I want them about the length of the hook shank. And so I'm just gonna switch hands and just kind of do a pinch overhand, just a loose wrap, and then back up. And then I'm not gonna pull until I'm back up like that. That'll keep the feathers on the top. And then we'll just go ahead and give that a quick wrap. Couple wraps in front of it. Go ahead and grab those excess feathers and just trim them. And then we'll just capture that, kind of. So then what I like to do is flip the fly over. And we're gonna take a little bit of Crystal Flash. This is in the pearl, it's kind of a pearl white. You can use it, mix and match any colors. So I got tons of colors. And again, like I said, I'll link all this stuff down below. So here's a little hack. When you get your new pack of Flashabou, what I like to do is just take and cut the corner off. And then I can take my whip finishing tool or your fingers, anything you got. You don't have to have all these tools. And you just reach in there and I'll grab a few fibers and just pull them out. And let's see, I'm gonna tie up a few of these, so I'm just gonna cut off a chunk of this. I'll just take and I'll wrap it, as you can see, about the halfway point. And I'll just pull it up onto the back there. I really need to turn off the fan. So then what we'll do is we'll just pull it tight right there at the collar. And just work back. We'll grab all those fibers. And guys, as I always say, I am a beginner fly tyer, but if you're a beginner, this is an excellent bug to start with. Okay, so next we're gonna take some Wapsi premium thread wax. We're just gonna wax that thread just a little bit. And we are going to add some angel hair and pink. So I'm going to take my little whip finish tool, little hack here. If you have one of these dubbing holders, just take and reach in and just use your whip finish tool to grab a few fibers, and we only want a little bit. So I'm just going to pull some out. And the reason I wax the thread, you don't have to, but if you wax the thread, Mylar doesn't stick to the thread that well. The wax really helps. You know what? I'm tired of messing with that. Everybody needs some of these. You can buy these like in a 10 or 5 pack in the women's department. Most any department store. Clip it on there like that, and you got lots more room to work. But we're just going to create what's called a dubbing noodle or dubbing rope, and I'm going to be kind of generous on this. Okay, so we're going to add a little bit more, so add a little more dubbing wax. Spin up a quick noodle. And that looks good and buggy. So let's go ahead and take and do a 5-turn whip finish. Cinch it down. Take our scissors. Cut it. And take our little loon dubbing brush. You can use a wire brush or whatever you want. We're just gonna stroke some of these fibers out, just to kind of add some more water, more movement in the water, and just make it look crazy attractive and fishy. So we'll go ahead and remove our little clip there. Fibers down here. Let's see what we got. Yeah, I'm kind of liking that. Now I'm gonna trim about half the length of these feathers, because you can see that my hook shank ends right there, and so with the fibers being this long, I'll get a lot of short strikes. Now it's good for movement in the water, you know, the longer the fibers are, and I don't like to cut them even. I like to taper them. I'm gonna start a little bit long, save all that material for another bug. Get a couple of these little stragglers. Now the thing that I like about tying these crappie bluegill jigs is that I think that it gives the fish something that they haven't seen before, but this is just a good combo right here. And for the last step, we're going to take our loon UV head cement. You can use anything. You don't have to have any of the fancy stuff. You can use nail polish. I'm just going to preen these fibers back and just let that drip right into those threads. Just creates a real durable jig. So last step, guys, is we take our UV light, hit the loon UV cement, and cure it. These also make really good ice jigs. And that is it, guys. That is a circus clown panfish crappie jig that catches fish. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see me tie something specific, a bass jig, a certain fly, a different variation of a crappie jig, just please comment below and let me know. I'd like to put out videos that you would like to see, but I just appreciate you guys watching. But you guys take care. This is Steve from Black Fly Creations, signing out.